The Courtroom program created by Judge Judy brings three times the justice. I have the stars of the series Tribunal Justice, Judge Patricia DiMango, Judge Tanya Acker, and Judge Adam Levy. Good morning to all of the judges. How are you?
Good morning, James. Great.
Sounds good. I have to admit, I'm a little scared. I got three judges in front of me, so I'm just a little
very
scared,
afraid. Be very afraid.
Tell us about Tribunal Justice and what makes the show so different.
I think we get a really meaty variety of cases. I think that being on the Amazon platform allows for that. Our verdicts, we're actually able to award larger verdicts than on some other shows, and I think that that really informs the meatiness and the depth of our cases. And then I think most interestingly, the viewers get to see us discuss them and deliberate them, and deliberate about them, and not always agree. So I think it's a fun process and an interesting process for viewers, especially people who are interested in how legal decisions are made. It's been a lot of fun.
Judge DiMango, what about you?
Well, we have expert witnesses that we bring into the courtroom to discuss the finer points that are not within the common person's realm of knowledge, and sometimes not even in ours, no matter what we look up or study. And we also have a lot of videos which can really break a case, because sometimes you have a witness who's a little weak and maybe not so credible, and then opposing another person who is pretty strong in their convictions, and then you show a video and it could knock the socks off of one and it could really support the other. So it really can put a good twist into what we're listening to. We have an amazing array of things that we bring into the show now.
Judge Levy, what are your thoughts on the new season and what can viewers expect?
Yeah, listen, my colleagues, I think the most of them, they are super talented. And they had been doing a court show for years before I became involved last season. This is my second season. So I learned a lot from them season one. And in my humble opinion, I think that I picked up on quite a few little tricks of the trade, and season two is going to be even better.
Good answer as a man with two other women sitting next to him. That's a good answer. I'm sorry, Judge DiMango. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, don't let him kid you. He came in here with a lot of knowledge and a good background, and he was a quick study for the little things that he didn't know.
Thank you.
What's it like being on Prime Video? It's got to be exciting for you guys. Talk about that.
I think it's really great and fun and really dynamic to be on a streaming platform. We have access to a broader variety of viewers. We're able to go deeper on some of our cases. We're able to actually do sorts of cases that you might not see on a broadcast platform. So I think it's just been spectacular.
Speaking of the LA fires, what are the possible legal ramifications with all of that?
Well, I'll take a crack at that. I'm an LA native. There's no part of the city that's burning that's not close to my heart in some way. There are lawsuits that have been filed against Southern California Edison, one of the power companies. And I think we're going to see more of that. There's a lot of finger pointing, but there's also a lot of responsibility that people are in the process of trying to assign. It's going to be a long process, but LA will rebuild. My town is great. It will come back, and it'll come back better than ever.
Listen, 25 people died. 25 people died who probably should not have died. And one of the people who is possibly responsible is the governor, is the mayor. Those people should not be involved in presiding over a commission or an investigation. There needs to be someone completely independent to ensure those responsible are held accountable.
And I'm not from here, but as an outsider, I look and I say, my God, the devastation. And then you have people who are looting the homes that have not been, totally destroyed. You have to increase the police presence at these locations. There are so many ramifications of something that you don't even consider when you think about it.
Tell us what's coming up next.
Well, we have a case coming up when the show airs involving a plaintiff who's suing to recoup some money that was given to a physical trainer of her husband who suffers from dementia, and a claim by the plaintiff that the trainer was completely taking advantage of her husband, involving money and what have you, and a lack of humanity. It was a tough case, and it was one that I think the viewers are really going to enjoy watching and seeing how that resolved itself.
Sounds good. I've been talking with Judge Levy, DiMango, and Acker about the new Tribunal Justice that's on Prime. Judge Levy, I heard some of the other conversation. Somebody eventually will ask you out on a date. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. Somebody will ask you out on a date. Judge DiMango, Judge Acker, I tell you what, I'd rather take both of you on the date at the same time. That's what I'd rather do.
And we'd be happy. And we'd be happy to join you.
You're a brave man. Where are we going? Where are we going? I like sushi.
You like sushi?
Yes.
Okay, but I was actually thinking about Sugar Fire Barbecue here in St. Louis.
Oh, your cat's right.
I'm a meat person.
Right on.
Steak, ribs, everything.
Judge Levy, just so you don't fill out, I'll bring somebody for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being on Morning Blend. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing the new season of Tribunal Justice. Thank you again.
Thank you. A lot of fun.